Hey guys, so I just wanted to leave some quick feedback to World War 3. Now, I'm playing this a day before it goes into public beta, but I may release it after it's already went into public beta. And I want to say that although I'm playing the closed beta, I'm by no means a veteran. I did buy the game quite a bit ago, but I haven't really played it. I kind of just re-downloaded it today and trying it out before it goes open. And I don't expect, even if the developers listen to my feedback, that they'll change it. And if they do, they're not going to be able to change it in time for the public beta because it's literally happening tomorrow at the time of me recording this. But the quick feedback I wanted to give that I feel like is very important is that the movement in this game feels very restricted, clunky, and there's honestly not any really way to have any sort of skill gap with movement in this game whatsoever. Now, there are certain games that, benefit from a real more restricted, realistic, tactical movement, right? Like Escape from Tarkov, like it actually benefits the gameplay. But this game is not tactical or realistic enough at its core to justify some of these, you know, mechanics. And so instead, it just ends up getting in the way and feeling clunky and slower. In fact, there's also like a clash of mechanics that some feel pretty fast and more arcadey, and others feel a bit more clunky and tactical and slow. And that also causes an inconsistent experience. So what I mean by that is you can like lean, you know, very fast. You can tactical sprint, but like if you try like walking back, it's very slow. You like aim down sights and walk. You can't jump shot. It'll on ADS SU. You can't no lean slide or anything. Like you can't aim down sights while leaning. And you can't bunny hop either. Like if you try doing that like in Call of Duty. Like this is what it looks like. Again, this game is not tactical or realistic enough to justify these very clunky movement mechanics, and it's just especially bad because of how inconsistent it is. Like you can like I said, like lean pretty darn fast and stuff. I feel like it would just benefit if it just went more towards the arcade route and just freed up movement a little bit, because again this is not Escape from Tarkov. The game at its core does not benefit from these mechanics in the way that a game like that would do. It seems confused on whether or not it wants to be an arcade shooter or a tactical shooter, and not in a good way. Like it's not combining those mechanics in a good way. It's doing a pretty bad job at it. And I'm playing the tactical ops mode, which is more like Battlefield, because this game is very clearly inspired by Battlefield and Call of Duty. But there's only two modes in the game. There's team deathmatch in this mode, and these mechanics feel especially awful in team deathmatch. No one wants to play team deathmatch with the movement mechanics like this on a small map. It's supposed to be fast-paced, arcadey, and literally the only way to take a gunfight is just to ADS and walk around and shoot someone. That's so boring. And yeah, this feels especially bad for that mode. And if you want to compete with COD and Battlefield, that's why you have both these modes. Yeah, the Call of Duty section is going to be dead on arrival because of the movement if you don't fix that. And I feel like there's a great opportunity to capitalize, because Battlefield's been, poorly received and bad for a while, and MW2 has a lot of controversies in it. I feel like because it's catering so hard to casual players, and one of the reasons Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone was so good is because you could do so many different animations and actions while still sprinting around and being free to move. Like when you put in your armor plates, you can sprint around. Like that's something that other VR games weren't doing, and it just felt so nice. People really love not being restricted. So anyways, that's my quick feedback. I know it won't, if it does reach them, it won't reach them in time, but being able to at least try this in like a beta, like under Steam or from the launcher, before you add it, so you can see if it's good or not, that would at least be good. So I hope that at the very least you try that before you decide if you don't want to do it. Sorry for saying a lot. So this is my feedback as a pretty new player to the game, my first impressions, and that's it. Peace out.